welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be counting my sinking funds savings envelopes. I'm going to be tracking them on my chart, and I'm also going to be explaining a few things, exciting things for us financially that we're going to be doing with these sinking funds. So keep watching. Guys, the sun is shining today. It's a beautiful day. I would start by reading some self-affirmations from this book, Treasure Yourself. I got this years and years ago, but I was flipping through it and I thought that this would be a nice little way to start this video. So I am happy, calm, and peaceful inside. I release ill feelings towards others without seeking retribution. My income is constantly increasing. Hallelujah. The universe provides me with everything I need. I am welcoming and opening to all possibilities and opportunities it provides. As a result, I am prosperous and abundant. Every relationship teaches me something valuable about myself and others. I trust my future to be positive. I am sensitive to the thoughts and feelings of others. I find that reading just a few affirmations a day can really change your day, change the mood that you wake up in. It can just set a positive tone for your day. So guys, I hope you're having a great Sunday, and let's get into the cash accounting. So let's get right into counting. Property tax, I've explained this in some of my other videos. We do pay the 4 installments each year. I have an installment coming up that I'm going to pay on Monday. So this is my in the bank tracker. So I don't like to keep more than a few hundred, as you guys know, in each. And when I do reach a few hundred, I go ahead and deposit it in the bank, and this is how I keep track of what I have in the bank. So right now in the bank for property tax, I have $1,040. So that money is going to be paid on Monday for my installment for April. When I do pay it, I am going to check it off because I do still want to track the amount that I did save. I don't want to just erase it. I want to keep track so I know for the year, but I will be crossing it off and starting fresh, which is this cash here, which is going to be for my next installment that I believe is in June. Just don't mind if my writing is messy. It's kind of hard in the position that I'm in right now to write neat. So savings categories, property tax, let's see what we are starting with. So we have 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. So we have $200 that we're starting with for our next installment. I'm going to go ahead and keep this off to the side. One way that's helpful is if you know what your goal amount is. So I know that our next installment is going to be $1,000 and like a couple dollars extra. One way to reach that goal is take your goal amount and then divide it by the amount of paychecks that you have up until that time, and then you'll know what amount you need to put aside for each paycheck. So we have $200 for our next installment saved up for property tax, for emergency fund. Let's see our starting amount. So we have 150, 200, 20, 40, 50. 250. So daycare, this is where things are about to switch up, and I'm going to explain what we're doing here. So we're actually going to be purchasing a used car. This is going to be an additional car that we're going to have. So we're going to be purchasing potentially within the next few days or the coming weeks. We have a budget of not going over $10,000. So you know my negotiating skills are about to be on 100. But we're not going to go over 10,000, and we do have about half of that, which I'm going to explain, or just under half saved up for that, and the rest we're actually going to put on our line of credit. We do need this car purchase. This is like a necessity. I don't like to put things on our line of credit, but with the situation that we're in right now, it's just going to have to be something that we're going to have to do. And I am going to track paying that back. We are going to be making sure we do pay that back so we don't fall into any like further debt with that. But it is something that we have to do. So I'm gonna explain. So guys, I did create this savings tracker. I do have it available now on my Etsy shop just for a few dollars. So basically what you do is you put all of your goals that you have for savings. So for instance, we're saving for a car, our goal amount is 10,000, and then you'll mark off when you complete it. And I'm someone who I like to visually see what's in front of me. I like to see things happen in front of my eyes. I like to watch my progress visually and physically. So I created, don't mind this scribble, this is just from a TikTok that I did, but I created this planner. So basically it's like a visual sinking funds planner tracker. So it comes with a few set goals. So there's vacation, car, home expenses. So this could be anything you're saving for your home, or if you are saving for a house, whatever it is. And then I have some customizable ones included in it also. This is a diamond, but whatever you're saving up for, it could be for something like luxury, fancy, whatever it is. This is another one. I was thinking this could be like a self-care type of thing that you're saving up for, whether you're saving up for like a little something to just get your soul feeling right. This could be, I made it like this could be if you're saving for like school expenses, anything, home expenses, whatever it is, hospital expenses you might have to pay. And here I did a butterfly because this is going to be debt tracking, and I'm actually going to have to start this for the part of the car that we're putting on our line of credit. But this is, I did a butterfly because once you pay off your debt, you are considered financially free. So basically what we do is, so for my car, I have our goal of $10,000. I have it all divided up into pieces. They're not all equal because that just doesn't matter to me. I just know that each part represents $500. So whatever your goal is, you would divide it by a good amount that you know that once you save that amount, you cross it off, and you can customize it to make more sections if you need. But I made this so that every single section is worth 500. Each time I save 500, I go ahead and fill it in. By the time it's all filled in, we would have reached the $10,000 goal. So you can do this manually, you can print it out, or you could do it on an app that you open up. I use the app GoodNotes. And so basically you would just color it in each time you make $500 to put towards it. And so by the time it's all colored in, it will be all filled in. So this is a fun little way that I'm going to be doing it for our car, as well as like vacation and other savings goals that we have. But to get back to what I was explaining for this part, as you guys know, my son is not going to be going into daycare until September, unless things are like wild still with the pandemic by then we might not even put him in. But as of right now, he's enrolled to go in for September. We were saving up for the first payment to be good and ready to go. However, now that we're making this car purchase, we feel that financially it's a better decision to take the money that we've saved up for daycare and put that towards our car as well. This is because we already have the cash ready to go for that. So it doesn't make sense, for instance, to put $1,000 extra on our line of credit when we have this $1,000 here, if that makes sense. So for daycare in the bank right now, we do have $900 saved up. And then here we have 50, 70, 90, another 100. I'm going to go ahead and put this to the bank so that it totals $1,000, and this $1,000 is going to go towards the car. So I am actually going to be scratching this off of daycare once we make that payment, and we will be starting essentially from zero with daycare, well, $20. So I'm gonna put 50, 70, 90, 100. So that's gonna go to the bank as well. If you saw my video from yesterday's cash stuffing, I also have money to deposit. I'm gonna put this in the back part so I know that it's separate. Technically we would have, over $1,000 already saved for daycare. But like I said, that's gonna go towards the car. So essentially we're starting over for daycare. That's okay. We have until September, so we have $20 for daycare. I'm actually going to write that down on here so that I know. I'm gonna add another 100. It's going to the bank. And all of this is going to go towards the car. And then once we make that car payment, I will add that to there. So with this $1,000, and then we do have an additional $3,000 or $4,000 in the bank saved up that we're going to use towards the car. So we have about $4,000 or $5,000 for the car saved up in cash, and then we will be putting the rest of that on line of credit. I'll explain further and break it down how I do it, how I did it once we do make that purchase. But that is what's going on with that. So car, so this was an envelope that was just going to be funded for things like oil changes and stuff. Now we're going to be funding this. This will be what we're starting to fund to pay back towards our line of credit once we make that purchase, and it will also still be continued to be funded as like an emergency car fund in case anything happens with our cars and it needs to be fixed, or oil changes, things like that. So right now we have 20, 30, 35, 40. For birthday, we have $20, $40, $45, $50, $55. Family, we just have $20 in there for now. This is just anything that we want to do together, fun as a family, but right now, like I've said, we're on lockdown. Nothing's really happening with that. For clothes, you guys already know this is one that I'm excited about. You guys, I'm gonna like show you some of the clothes I purchased once I meet my goal and make some purchases, because like I said, I haven't had a new wardrobe in like 4 years. I've been on mommy mode, breastfeeding mode, all of that. So I've been dressing for comfort. We have 120, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 190. For holiday, so we were starting to stuff for Christmas, and that will continue, but right now this is going to be like Mother's and Father's Day. We'll have to stuff it more next week. We have 20, 30, 35, 40. Probably going to need to get this to like over 100 in the next week or two. For home, this is going to be starting to save for paint because we already met our previous goal. But I do need to actually purchase like a big umbrella set for the patio set that we just purchased because it gets hot on our balcony. So I know some of you guys were asking to see the patio set, and I do want to do that. I just have to figure out a way to show it so that it doesn't essentially show any personal space around me, because I do want to start keeping you guys updated and showing you some of the purchases that we've made that we've saved for with these sinking funds. I thought that that would be fun. So for fall, we just have $10 for now. The government of Ontario is actually giving, well, they've given a couple $100 payments to everyone that has a child in Ontario during the pandemic, and there is one coming out soon for $400. So I'm going to use that $400 for my son, obviously. So I'm going to stuff a bunch of the fall envelope for his like back to school clothes and backpack and stuff like that with that money, and I'm also going to stuff it with a few other things for him. Wants, we just have $20. Vacation, we have 150, 65, 165. Do need to start funding that some more because in July we're just going on a little getaway. It's local, but it will be going on my credit card, so I have to have the money to pay that off. And my self-love challenge just has $10, $20, $30 for now. So that is everything for the savings envelope. All right, you guys, I just had to go calculate it. So the total is 1,000. Let me know if you guys, 1,030. I think I should get a calculator to like add to the typing ASMR sounds. Let me know if you want me to get one of those, and I can. So the total that we have is $1,030 in these envelopes. I'm proud of this. Last month we did have a bunch of purchases that we made and that we took out of our envelopes. For instance, our home decor, we had saved up the $400 or $500, and so we took that out and paid for our patio set. So it is something that you're constantly kind of pulling out of. But if you're new to the cash envelope system, sinking funds refers to essentially your savings envelopes, and it's called sinking funds because you're continuing to add to it whatever you have left over from like your income and your cash envelopes and your bills and all that. You're adding to it, and you keep adding and adding until you've reached your goal. So I will definitely keep you guys posted on our car purchase and how we went about, like I can break it down for you guys, how we went about purchasing it with the cash, some of the line of credit, all of that. So I will do another updated one in the next few weeks to count savings. I love counting these. It keeps me accountable. I love knowing how much I have for what envelope and what more we need to reach our goals, things like that. So I hope that you guys have a blessed Sunday, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.